What's that old saying? Go to exotic places, do important things on behalf of your country. Bored at home, nothing to do? You, too, could place barbed wire in the road surrounding a handful of Mohawk women, men, women, and children, and it'd be a great TV shot.
How do you feel being here? What does this song reminisce you of?
Oh, it's a song my wife and I have special meaning to.
Do you feel that if she hears this song, she'll know who's sending it out?
Oh, yeah. It can't go on like this. That they could go and do something like this. I still go back to the point where they just fired upon women and children. There's no... We're not in a foreign country.
Where's your home?
My home? I'm from Lachute, near up here.
Oh, yeah. Here.
But now I work in the Quebec.
What do you think of the situation?
I cannot say nothing.
Yeah, no.
Not all the Army is against it. I've seen some of the Army give the peace sign and kind of point that they were on our side. And, they're in uniform. They're forced to do what they have to do. We've controlled ourselves, I think, very, very, very well here. And Native people always have controlled themselves, and it just comes to the point you can't be pushed in a corner anymore.
Got you. Miles.
Yes, can I make a long-distance call, please?
Oh, sorry, you can't.
I can't?
No.
Why not?
Pardon?
Why not?
Because this phone is now used for military operations only, for negotiations only.
So I can't call my family?
No. You can phone your family by coming out of the perimeter and going to phone on the civilian phone.
Oh, yes. And what happens to me then?
And you're not going to be back in.
Mm-hmm. But what happens to me once I'm outside?
It's not for me to answer.
Thank you. Goodbye.
The Mohawks wanted the police to get out. They wanted amnesty and deed to the disputed land. Then, the Warriors, a nationalist paramilitary group, demanded a Mohawk state. That's when the government cut off negotiations for good.
They move in. I hope all of you are inside the house.
We began to run out of food, the Mohawks and the reporters. It seemed like every day we were eating the same thing, some kind of unidentifiable vegetable soup. The rationed food arrived damaged. The Army said it wasn't responsible.
Look at this. Stab. Oil.
On the other side.
Imagine.
Up there.
Imagine stabbing oil.
Anything else damaged?
Everything.
Isolated from the outside world, the Mohawks sensed that public opinion was shifting. Contanita Horn, a Mohawk woman, was fired from her job at Indian Affairs.
Right.
Through the press.
Through the press. You were not, so the press was told before you were.
It appears that they were, yes.
The Army cut off cigarettes completely. Soldiers taunted the Mohawks by putting a pumpkin with a cigarette dangling out of its mouth, just out of reach. It wasn't exactly comforting to know that the guys carrying guns were going through nicotine withdrawal. real name, Ronald Cross. In the hot summer of 1990, Lasagna became a household word in Quebec. He was the media's gun-toting outlaw Indian.
Come on, SG, you feel good? Shooting out women and children? Come to us, you fuckers! Come on!
Lasagna was the leader of a heavily armed faction of warriors. One day he took off his mask and gave a single interview.
I'm living in OKA for the past 10 years, and you know, I got a lot of French friends. French people are all right. Got nothing against French people.
And you know the soldiers, many of them are French, you don't?
I was talking to one the other day. He asked me to say what I was saying in French. I told him if I grew up here and went to school here, I'd probably speak French too. But I grew up in New York. I was raised in Brooklyn. I went to school in Brooklyn. Got nothing against French people.
You got nothing against, you don't feel that this conflict has made you feel any differently about that?
No, it's got nothing to do with French, English, or anything. It's got something to do with land and our rights.
Throughout this thing, you've often said that you're willing to die. Doesn't that scare you, the idea of dying? Or you still feel that you're willing to die for your cause?
Of course, we're all willing to die for the cause. Like Chief Dan George says, it's always a good day to die.
And do you feel like for you, what has this gotten you so far? What has this gotten you?
Has it gotten me?
Yeah, or let's say, what's it gotten Mohawk people or Indian people?
Oh, it united us for one thing.
Yeah.
It united all Indian people. We're all standing as one. First time in history, a matter of fact. As far as I know, anyway.
Yeah.
You know, the people are sticking together from all nations. So that's one good thing that come out of this. If anything, it made us all stronger. It brought us together. We realize now that we have to stick together.
Why did you use the handle Lasagna?
It's my nickname.
From before?
Yeah.
Where did you get that from?
I'm a friend of mine in Ganawagi.
Why did he call you Lasagna?
I don't know. I guess I was like Garfield. I ate a lot of lasagna. You know?